Yo, what's good, YouTube? Right. Yes. Yeah. So, big news came out. What I'm gonna talk about is, honestly, originally, if it was my choice and we had to redo it, this kind of would have been a go-to option I would have thought of if it came to it. But here we are. So let's get right into it. So there are articles going around on the forums, and it was definitely confirmed that was going to happen. But our sistering game over there, Marvel Contest of Champions, is ran by a company named Kabam. And what it looks like is, as we go over to these articles, it looks like that Netmarble US is now combining into Kabam. So that is, honestly, if you ask me, I would say I think that is probably some of the best news that I've heard for this game. I know it's because it's Netmarble US, so people automatically going to think, hey, isn't it been developed over there in Korea? Which that may be true, but at the same time, Netmarble US still has, things to say. They're still running the show over here. Majority of the things you're going to see when it comes to the marketplace, that's definitely going to become a very big thing. And the way Kabam runs these marketplaces I think they're fantastic. I think they're pretty fair. Now, they have had some deals where the money was too high and the rewards wasn't that good, so people just didn't buy it. So, I mean, every company has that. But, so what is it looking like? As you guys can see here, it looks like Kabam is going to be joining Netmarble, which is going to be... I'm sorry, Netmarble is going to be joining Kabam. I don't know why I said that, but... this right here, like I said, man, this is fantastic news. Let me go ahead and see if I can get rid of myself so you guys can see. Yeah, there you go. So you guys can read it with me now. So what it looks like is, they're not stripping Netmarble US. It kind of just looks like they're merging it, which again is fantastic. And honestly, it looks like that this merger is going to help both Contest of Champions and Marvel Future Revolution. Hell, maybe even Marvel Future Fight. And now that I'm probably seeing these articles, the biggest thing that I'm probably having on my mind now is, I think the reason that they've been so silent is because they've been behind the scenes with this merger, which again, that can kind of make sense. They've probably been moving everything. I know people keep saying they're still working out of Korea, which is, I don't think people know this, but Netmarble moved away from Korea because of their NFT plan. So Netmarble Monster and Netmarble are not in Korea anymore. I don't know why people I don't know why people doesn't know that. I mean, I could pull it up. I don't feel like typing it, but yes, Netmarble is not in Korea. Actually, let's see that. Let's see. Yeah, because they're trying to launch their metaverse right now. And due to them launching their metaverse, they have to leave Korea due to that not being... you see, they plan to earn this been in Korea. So they're going to be going ahead and they're going to be moving... They're going to be moving out of Korea, which is probably why that's the biggest thing why they did go ahead and try to merge that into Kabam. So if I'm looking at this correctly, man, the biggest thing that I can think of is, honestly, I think it'd be golden if Netmarble US are the main ones that are on this game, because the biggest issue with this game is Netmarble don't understand the market, right? Because they try to put Korean because their foreign exchange rate is a little different than ours. So they try to put in Korean microtransactions and think it's going to work the same way in NA. But at the same time, they still have like some NA deals that's like too expensive for Koreans as well. So then that's why you kind of see that you have that mix and match where like now no one is buying these offers because nobody is just going to sit there and keep buying $44.99 offers. Like, I don't care who you are or what country you're from. That's kind of just like the go-to $26.99. Like, that's not. So I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of some rewards that Contest of Champions give. And here we go. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't understand what this looks like. So I'm going to put this in Marvel Future Revolution terms, right? This is for 100%ing the whole story mode. Now, think about this as, this is called a 6-star generic gem for doing the content, right? That 6-star generic gem is like, let's say in Marvel Future Revolution, they gave out 4 regional special selectors, right? So now you can pick all 4 Eyes of Osiris. You got the full set now. And then Netmarble decides, okay, so now you have that special set. So now we're going to give you the materials to go ahead and nano that. So then you're like, okay, that's cool. So you get the materials to nano it. But now you're like, oh my God, I don't really have the materials. But then let's say Netmarble says, hold on, but wait, there's more. So and then they come through with this, and then they give you like 50 special costume selectors, right? And then you select all Eyes of Osiris. So now you can, just for you doing the whole content, you have Eyes of Osiris fully nanoed out, and they gave you the resources to actually do that as well. This is the equivalent to that. Like, Wales, for these 2 rewards right here, Wales have easily spent over 20-30K for these, and I know it's probably a kick in the nards for this to be 100% in the act, but as far as like, these are the kind of things that I'm hoping we're going to see from this transaction. And I will let you guys know, Contest of Champions, in every game that they play, any game that they develop, they have always focused more on PvE than they did PvP. So again, if this is something where they're actually going to be working on Marvel Future Revolution, then I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, be prepared for maybe PvP to be stale, or I guess not stale, because each match is going to have different outcomes. They're going to win different ways, so that'll be its own little thing. But be prepared for a slaughter of PvE content to come in here if that is the case. And also on the other end, Netmarble US can help Kabam, because you're not, Marvel Contest Champions isn't perfect. They're having issues with their engine. Hopefully they can come over there and help them with that engine. But right now, all I'm looking from this is just a lot of positivity. I can't really see much negative. And you know what? I would definitely give kudos to Netmarble, even though they're not outright admitting it. But I feel like this right here is an amendment that, they probably got in way too over their head with Marvel Future Revolution, right? I feel like they're looking at this. They see that the numbers is down tremendously than what their expectation was. I'm not sure. I don't know if they broke even right now, but the way that the CEO of Netmarble was talking, the way that Netmarble is moving, the way that they're merging, and you can already tell this is just something that they're doing because they're probably getting in way too over their head. Like, even now when you go over to Marvel Future Fight, they're not doing too good either. You look at Indy's video, free to play. I guess he's really like indie gaming now. So you know that's there's that. But if you look over him, he had a video of Cynic Alex somewhere inside of his video, and it was showing him that, you know, what it was. But even over here in Marvel Future Fight themselves, man, they're not doing much better than Marvel Future Revolution. Honestly, a lot of people are, you know, yeah, they kind of resorted to these things because, you know, the updates that they just had, it wasn't the best. They're kind of angry, and I feel like a lot of things just slowed down because of this. Like, I feel like maybe they're in maintenance mode, which is fine, but I feel like everything's gonna pick back up once they're able to get this through it. And then once the actual Korean, like Korean, the Netmarble monster, once all those guys like fully integrate out of Korea, because of course they want to do their blockchains and their NFTs, so they're going to do that. So they're going to get out of Korea for sure. Now, the negative thing that can come from this is, okay, so, damn it, fuck, I messed it up. All right, let me stop. The negative thing that can come from this is if they just lump Netmarble US into Kabam, and then they're going to use all their resources to fix the engine problem in my Marvel Contest of Champions, and they're not doing anything for Marvel Future Revolution, then yeah, then I guess we're not going to see much, right? That goes to without say. But however, I do have trust in Kabam, and I will say this: I have a little more trust in Netmarble. I think they were like I think they're very humbled by their charts. At first, they were like able to, you know, blow off a lot of things because Seven Deadly Sins is able to keep up with Marvel Contest of Champions, and they realized that even that's not keeping up either. So they probably was banking on this Marvel Future Revolution to just go crazy, and it didn't. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is. You know, it just feels like this feels like something that this feels like they're in the right this feels like in the right direction that they're admitting. As long as you can prove to me that you can admit when you're wrong and like genuinely mean it, not like none of this sorry terminology lawyer talk that they usually do in their dev diaries. No, I mean like actual action. This is showing actual action that you guys are admitting that you could not do this alone, which I will say to that, as a fellow Marvel Contest of Champions player, I am going to throw up a picture that symbolizes this so well, because yeah, yes, you've been kabammed. Netmarble. The company that you bought outdid you for I don't know how many years now. So, whew. Alrighty, I feel like this video was everywhere. I'm not gonna rant it. I didn't want to rant it, but I'm like very stoked for this transaction. And it's not even more about just Kabam being there. I'm not like a Kabam shield or anything like that. I can recognize real is what I'm saying, and I've seen Kabam do a lot of things, right? For an example, we had a buff champion. His name was the Hood. Everybody made him from one ability. They took that ability away in his buff. People wasn't happy. Instead of waiting for updates later to go ahead and just revert that, they went ahead and reverted it like 2 days later, and it was done. You know, we had a boycott. We had we didn't even have a boycott actually in Marvel Contest Champions actually, with this problem that I am going to bring up. We have a YouTuber, one of our big YouTubers over here. His name is Seaton. Let me go down into one of his videos a while back. But however, what happened was, the way that the game was going, it was not going in the right direction as per se. What was going on was the content was getting harder and the rewards semi stayed the same, so it kind of made the rewards not even worth it, if that makes sense. So he went in there, he kind of said, look, he's going to step down. And the reason that he's stepping down is because he just doesn't like where the game is going. And, you know, just from that one video, you know, nobody, people were in the comments like, oh, you're quitting because you suck. Oh, you're quitting because you spent this much money, this and that. You know, everybody was kind of like, you know, they uplifted that. And just after that one video, nobody even called for a boycott. After that one video, Kabam sat down with the community. Hurry up, they threw out that small roadmap and they let us know, this right here is what we're going to do. This is the short-term plan. This is the long-term plan. This is everything we have in there. And when they threw it out there, they got to it. There was no diddling around. There was no, we need to survey here, and then we announced the survey, and then you don't even know when that survey is going to be implemented. No, they said, in this roadmap, we're going to do this month. We're going to slowly roll this out, and they did what they said they was going to do. So that was a kudos to them. That's a good one in my book. And those are the kind of things that I'm talking about, why I'm happy that now we have 2 dev teams that possibly could be working on Marvel Future Revolution, because it's just that unity. And I know for a fact the CEO over there is definitely going to kick some butts up in high gear. So, yeah, I think step in the right direction. Step in the right direction. Do I might dare say Marvel Future Revolution is saved? Who knows? I might be clickbait. I might be the title. All right, everybody. I've been here for way too long. I'm about to peace up out of here, man. Hit the like and subscribe button. Until then, take care. Peace.